obviously you're working with the Unlocking the Severn project. So I should probably start at the beginning. What is the Unlocking the Severn project?
Yeah, well, the Unlocking the Severn project is actually a partnership between the Environment Agency, the Severn Rivers Trust, the Canal Rivers Trust, and Natural England. So it came from an idea of seeing what we can do to improve connectivity on the River Severn. And so from that spark of an idea, which goes back a very long way, actually, I would kind of date it back to 2003, but it didn't really get going until about 2011. We looked at various funding sources to see what we could do about the navigation weirs on the River Severn. So it's obviously an important historically navigation, but it's still a right of navigation. So there is no way that these weirs can be removed. So it's a way of seeing what we could do to improve the fish passages there. And as you know, there are lots of different sources of money, and we thought of lots of different ways, and we decided to take a punt on going for Heritage Lottery Fund. And also EU Life money to help fund these things. Shad, which was the principal species we were going on, or will benefit lots of other fish, are not covered by the Salmon Freshwater Fisheries Act. So we have it's hard to get money for them through statutory routes. So it was about looking for other funding sources to do this, to address it. And the Heritage Lottery Fund were very interested in it because it comes under their natural heritage. So there's a very good story around shad on the River Severn. And obviously EU Life were very interested because it's a fish that has suffered massively in its decline of range across the whole of Europe because of barriers like the navigation weirs and also water quality. And of course, anything we learn from this project in the monitoring or the fish pass designs and everything will be directly applicable across Europe. So that's their interest in it.
Because am I right in saying, I mean, I know the Severn's the largest river or the longest river in the country, but it's longer by quite a way, isn't it? I think it's like, because the Thames is the second, but I think it's still significantly bigger than the Thames, isn't it? Is that right?
It is the longest, yes.
Yeah.
Like all these things, it's where you define the length from, and also where you define, is it England, Wales, Scotland, the British Isles, etc. I believe the Shannon is longer if you go for the British Isles, the land mass.
Okay.
If you go for discharge, the amount of water coming out of it, it'll be one of the Scottish rivers. I can't remember if it's the Tay or the Spey, because they get a lot more rain.
Yeah.
But in length, it is the River Severn. But even then, you could probably make the River Severn a little bit longer by following a different tributary. But it's the first tributary coming off Plinlimmon that you follow.